Sorry. What's up? Tyler, WMJ, Weekly Michael Jordans, and we're here to, I'm here to discuss Erra's new album entitled Augment. This came out October 29th through Tragic Hero Records. This is their second album. This is the follow-up to Impulse, I believe it was called. I got into this band with that album. I heard the song White Noise, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty grooving. This is back when, I was really, really into, metalcore, and, well, I still am. Just more of this style of, where it relies a little bit more on the breakdowns than the riffs, but that's not really this band, which makes me happy. And so I was looking forward to this album. I just thought Impulse got a little repetitive after a while. It kind of really blended together about halfway through the album. And so I was interested in this. I was interested in seeing how they can improve. And boy, to me, they improved in every single category. I'm going to start with songwriting. The songwriting on this album, to me, is just fantastic. It's not, let's write these brutal, technical fucking breakdowns, and, throw them all together in this song and put some scream vocals on top of it and, have this clean chorus that sounds like every other clean chorus. That's not true with this. They actually have riffs. They have some very groovy riffs. They do have their breakdowns. They have their fair share of breakdowns. But they use them so appropriately in my mind. And usually when they use the breakdowns, they are very Born of Osiris and Veil of Maya influenced. They're very technical. And some of them are pretty cool, like the one in Hybrid Earth that they released a music video for. I enjoyed, when that breakdown comes in. Is that completely original? Is that groundbreaking? Absolutely not. But it's cool how they used it appropriately. Now, also in that song is, really, really catchy riffs, really awesome chorus, and really, really awesome solo. It's the soloing on this album just blew my fucking mind. I didn't, really notice it that much on Impulse, if there was really any at all, but on here, I mean, their lead guitar player that does the solos, he is just magnificent. Yeah, I don't know his name, I apologize, but the soloing on here just really, I think it's one of the greatest things about this album. It's seriously really, really good, and it's, they're well thought out, they're just very nice to listen to. I really dug the shit out of the soloing. I really just dug the shit out of the guitar work in general. Overall, I mean, it's just a very, very nice, if you're into more of a metalcore with a technical aspect, if you're really into bands like Born of Osiris and Veil of Maya, you'll really, really enjoy the guitar work on here. I actually think it's leagues above Born of Osiris and Veil of Maya. I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but, this band uses riffs. It's not just one giant technical breakdown the entire fucking time. There are, getting back to the Born of Osiris influence, sometimes when the leads come in, or, sometimes there's this very ambient thing going on that sounds very Born of Osiris. Like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but if you heard it, if you listen to this album, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the way how some of the leads come back in, or sometimes there's some sounds on here that go like do 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 do. I sound like a dumbass, but you'll know what I mean. God damn it! Now getting to the vocals, I feel the vocals are improved. The screen vocals are probably less improved than the clean vocals. However, the screams are very good. They're solid. I mean, there's a range to them. There's kind of a brutal factor to them. I'm not saying these vocals are the most brutal things, but they're kind of a little bit more in the lower end than, the mid-range or something. And I feel it really suits the music well. It really does, because this is the music it's fast, it's kind of aggressive, it's very heavy, and it's energetic. It keeps going the whole time, and that's one thing I dig the shit out of it. And dig the shit out of it. Does that make sense, Keith?
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
I think you're lying to me, but whatever. And, you know, the screen vocals are good. There's some really, really catchy patterns, such as in Pulse, such as in Hybrid Earth, Alpha Seed. Now, getting to the clean vocals are so good on this album. I thought they were kind of really, really whiny on Impulse. They just sounded whiny. Here they sound a lot more mature. The clean vocalist, whoever does it, I believe it's the one guitar player, has he's matured and he's grown as a vocalist, and he hits some notes that I'm just like, did they pinch his nuts to get him to hit that note? I mean, he has a really huge range to his vocals, such as in Alpha Seed. When he says "falling nations," holy shit! The first time I heard that I was just like, oh my god, you know, this guy has some range to it. To me, he reminds me of a mix of Jeremy from The Devil Wears Prada and Josh from As I Lay Dying. If you kind of put them two together, that's what I feel he sounds like. And I just overall really like most of the choruses. Some of them are a little bit samey. As the record goes on, a couple of the songs are a little bit samey, and you know, the same style, the same structure and stuff, but not all of them. I mean, that's probably the only thing I really have against this album, is that it still has a tendency to blend just a little bit, but it's not as bad as Impulse in my mind. It's still pretty solid album all the way through. And I just seriously feel that they are improved in every category. From the songwriting, that it's just top notch, and to me, just up on par. Maybe just let me start over. To me, the songwriting is almost just as good as good metalcore bands such as I Lay Dying, or The Devil Wears Prada, or, you know, fucking Killswitch Engage or something. It's almost there. I feel that with the next album they might, you know, go beyond and just really hit that. It's almost there. It's much improved from Impulse. It's just, like I said, it gets a little bit repetitive after a while, and I'm almost excited for, you know, a newer album from this band, just because I feel that they've grown so much with this album. I just want to see what they can do next, and I really believe what they do next can be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, the choruses are pretty catchy. They have a lot of hook to them, and there's some really good riffs and great soloing and leads on here. Very technical, but I enjoyed it. So, I mean, if you enjoy bands like Born of Osiris or Veil of Maya, definitely check out Erra. I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. Check out Erra's Augment. This just came out, so I'll see you guys around.